Hey guys, and welcome back to the United Star. Today we have Prasham with us, and we're going to talk about our choices for the upcoming game week. Who's going to be our captain pick? Who we would remove possibly if they're in your team and get in. So Prasham, let's straight jump into it. Uh, who are your captain's picks for this week?
First, let me just start off by saying last week I called De Bruyne for a captain double game week as well. And I think everyone who took our advice and listened to us would have done well because De Bruyne had an incredible game week and he's clearly one of the best options. But for this week, I think my number one pick would be Mohamed Salah
Okay.
uh, because Liverpool assets this week would be a good pick to take because they're going to play Crystal Palace
Yeah.
and Crystal Palace are 11th in the table. They're struggling. They've got a negative goal difference. They seem to be conceding a lot of goals this season. Not as strong as they were last season. Last season, if you remember, Crystal Palace was one of the strongest teams. This season, they've already conceded 32 goals. So I think Mohamed Salah or any of the Liverpool assets, you could look at Sadio Mane as well, probably. But my pick is Mohamed Salah just because he's on penalty duty as well and also he has more chances created than Sadio Mane. And I think that makes a bigger difference because Crystal Palace have a tendency to concede a lot of big chances. So that is why first choice Mohamed Salah.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I would say that Liverpool tend to perform slightly wary against Crystal Palace previously as well, but I think it could. I mean, they could just win the title that day, so they may just go all guns out blazing. I would pick Aubameyang. That would be my pick. I think he was non-existent in the first game against City, but they're playing Southampton, slightly lower. The midfield battle won't be that hard. I think Arsenal can win that game, and Aubameyang is the only scoring outlet for Arsenal. So I'll probably pick Aubameyang. And Prasham, who do you think would be the differential captain that we should pick?
So for differential, I feel there are two or three options. If I'm being honest with you, Vishesh, two or three options. Number one, I think you have to look at Everton assets because Everton have a very good fixture against Norwich. Now you've seen that Norwich they really came apart against Southampton
Yeah.
this week, and we've seen Norwich have a tendency to concede goals. So the options, of course, are Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, of course. So you could go with either one of them as a differential. It's a risky pick but it could be a good option to have up your locker. But the other differential as well, he's not the differential of much, but I think Jimenez is another good option playing
Okay.
against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Jimenez is obviously, I think, the second highest, third highest point scoring attacker in FPL right now, and playing against Bournemouth, who are also not looking very good now with Ryan Fraser, the entire controversy there. So I think Jimenez is a very good option. And one final differential again, I think, is a Liverpool asset, and you could think of captaining Alexander Arnold as well, because
Yeah.
Crystal Palace are not scoring many goals as well. They're not. It's not like they're scoring a lot of
Definitely.
goals. They've conceded 32 and they've scored only 26, I think. And Alexander Arnold clean sheet, attacking bonuses. So I think these are my three differentials. I personally would pick an Everton asset between DCL or Richarlison, one of them maybe if you own them. If not, I think most managers are owning Arnold, so you could go for Arnold. But yeah, I think those two. I think Jimenez not that much this week, but these two I think are the best differentials in my view.
So let's say out of all these players, you have to pick one captain. Who do you put your money on?
I will have to go with Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah looks the best option. Uh, if you don't own Salah and you own Mane, go for Mane. But I feel Salah is definitely the best option because really looking at the fixtures, there is I think it's a no-brainer the way I look at it. It's a no-brainer to be honest.
And we've spoken about captain picks. Let's just quickly wrap this up in a minute or two and talk about who should we bring in and bring out. We all know that Dean Henderson is, club bound with United and won't be starting. So that's going to affect a lot of us in goal. But what else are you looking at after United's performance against Spurs? Do you see dropping Bruno, getting in Pogba instead? What's your take on it? Let's go through this quickly.
I think Pogba looked very good, but I think you'd stick with Bruno at least for now. I don't think if you own Bruno Fernandes, I don't think you should sell him off so early. Give him another game. Maybe if you want to triple up or double up on United, definitely bringing Pogba in looks like a serious option. He showed us what he can do really within just 6 minutes, 30 minutes he played, and I think he got about 6 points. So I mean, it's wonderful how what Pogba did. But what I think also in terms of what you said about Sheffield, I think playing Sheffield defenders this week might be a little risky because Henderson has been their rock. We saw even in the first game against Villa. Without Henderson, they would have probably lost. So I don't see Sheffield defenders as a good pick this game week. And the other thing is just it's related to captain's choices to wrap up. But again, if you look at the big teams, City is playing Chelsea, so those two teams I wouldn't captain anybody because I don't know what to expect. Obviously, City can you can go for a De Bruyne, or you can go for an Aguero, but I don't know with the rotation what will happen. I mean, a lot of people triple captained Aguero this week and he didn't play. That's why last week we didn't mention Aguero because we knew this could happen, right? And the same with Chelsea. I don't know who I would captain from Chelsea or whom I would pick. So I think that you should focus on the lower teams again. Focus on the likes of Wolves. Focus on the likes of Newcastle. I think Newcastle for the next game week is a very good pick because they're playing at home against Villa, and I reckon they could win that. So bringing in a defender from Newcastle might be a great option.
So that's about it, guys. I think what our pick would probably be as captain would be the Salah. Yeah, would be a Liverpool player. Let's be honest. It's either a Liverpool player if we're looking for a differential, maybe target Everton. And as far as bringing players out, the key fixture is going to be uh, City versus Chelsea. So we need to manage our squad around that and maybe reduce the Sheffield United defense that we all tend to have since they're playing a pretty strong United attack. So
And
that sorry, I what Prasham? I think we
and
lost.
and no Dean Henderson, so that will be a
No
big.
Dean Henderson. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's about it, guys. That's our FPL take. Do let us know how you performed in the first game week after COVID. I had a great one because I triple captain KDB. But let's see, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.